Hello and welcome to an Anomalous Aberration. I'm Dee.
I'm Jen.
She's Jen.
I'm Jen.
She's Jen.
Yeah. I'm Jen.
So today we are going to talk a little bit about Vlad the Impaler. Now I just started researching him today. Like I've known about him for a long time, but I just started researching him today and I could barely just scratch the surface. I could go on and on and on about him, and we may do another part. We'll see.
Deep dive in the future, perhaps?
Yes. I think that would be good because there's a lot of crazy shit about this man. Right?
Sidetracked already.
Today Today.
Yep, that.
We are discussing Vlad Tepes, Vlad Dracula, Vlad the Third, Vlad the Impaler.
So he's old Vlad Jr.
Old Vlad Jr.
Jr. I guess if you're the third.
Son of the Dragon. His name means son of the devil also.
Why would you do that to your child?
He was named after his father.
Why would his father do that to him?
It's a family name. You gotta keep it in the family. Maybe, not that keeping it in the family, y'all.
Right.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, hold on. No, we don't want to. No.
We definitely didn't mean it that way.
That's not healthy.
You gotta think, too, this is Romania. So, Vladimir, Vlad, I'm sure there's so many different variations of that name.
Vladovich.
Vladovich.
Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. It sounded right, Vladovich.
It sounds like a good one.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So he was a 15th century European ruler of Wallachia.
Oh, you said it right too. Nailed it.
I wanted to make sure I said it right because I was looking earlier and it was like Wallachia? That doesn't sound right for Romania.
Wallachia.
Wallachia.
They was hanging out in Wallachia.
And it's known today to be part of Romania. So
okay, it was like independent of Romania then? Was Romania even Romania? I don't know.
It was not Romania then.
Right.
You had it was like provinces, I guess, maybe. That's the word. Like they all had their own kingdoms.
Kingdoms. Yeah.
Because he was a European ruler.
Was he like, did you already tell me? Duke, Baron, Earl? Like what's the English word equivalent? Or do you know?
It said European ruler.
Just European ruler. So maybe he was like big shit of his province or whatever.
Maybe.
I was asking because, they have like dukedoms, duchies, baronies.
When he was a young child, his father thought it would be a good idea to take him and his brother on this like diplomatic meeting that he had with the other ruler. And it went bad. They got captured.
Oh. All three of them?
All three of them got captured.
Damn, okay.
The father was told that he could leave if he were to let the boys stay.
Okay, just leave your kids, but you can go.
We won't hurt you.
Let me guess, the father did?
The father did.
What a dick.
They were raised to be great warriors and grew up, and he actually went back and he took back over his family home, like helped his father win back his title and all that sort of stuff. So then later on, his father and his brothers were killed by the guy. They thought they were helping him. Like, we're gonna go, he'll be more influential, he'll help me get my title back and all that kind of stuff.
So, okay, this is the guy that they had been raised by?
No, he goes back home to his real father.
Oh, his real father.
And he's trying to help him regain the title. And while doing that, the father and brothers get killed.
Okay, I gotcha.
And it's really messed up, but they tortured, blinded, and buried his brother Radu alive.
No, I don't like it. Did they cut his head off? Just, wondering.
That's what happens to Vlad.
Oh, yeah. Sure enough.
In the end of this, I'm kind of jumping all over the place, aren't I?
Sorry, I have questions all the time.
It's okay. So, he's obviously notoriously known in history, Vlad is, for his fondness of torture, mass murder, and brutal mutilations. Some say he was a military hero despite of his barbaric executioner ways. Like, they didn't care. He protected their kingdom,
I've heard both about him, that he was horrible and also that he was like a hero.
You either hated him or you loved him.
Yeah. Say that about a lot of people.
He would kill his victims by beheading, skinning them, or boiling them alive.
Okay.
So he did like to behead people as well.
The chopping the head off was enough.
Mm-hmm.
You said skinning and boiling alive?
Yeah, he would skin them or he would boil them alive.
Have you ever, rolled the skin up just a thin layer, accidentally? You reach in for something, you just scrape the skin back.
And how bad that hurts? Can you imagine?
That's just one or two, that's just a little bit of skin.
Hit them nerve endings and see how you feel.
No. Mm-mm.
It's said that one family that Vlad captured during his time of rule were said to be brothers, and he boiled one of them alive and then forced his brothers to eat him.
Oh.
Here, I'm going to boil your brother while you watch, and then you're going to have a meal.
This is going to be a fantastic meal.
This is going to be fine dining.
Fine dining. Best thing you've ever put in your mouth.
He was also fond of impaling his victims on wooden stakes, and what he would do is he would shove it up their ass or up their vagina. And the stick would be rounded, not pointed, so as to not pierce any organs on the way through.
Push everything out of the way.
The neck or the mouth. And then they'd stick that in the ground and let them just stay there in the elements, the weather, and just slowly die. And sometimes it took up to 3 days or more. And he was a gruesome dude. Gruesome dude. I guess he figured, let some motherfuckers see this shit and see if they mess with me.
Right. He was the fuck around and find out guy.
Yep, he was like, you want to be my friend now, motherfucker? You want to be my friend now?
That shit is horrifying.
During one of his famous military victories against the Ottoman Turks, he had about 20,000 men impaled on the banks of the Danube River. When the second group of the Ottoman regiment got there, they turned around and left immediately.
Yeah, that would wrap it up for me.
The other ruler, and I didn't write his name down. I'll send it to her and she'll put it down here. But his theory on this was, if this man is willing to go to these lengths to keep his kingdom, then by golly, he deserves to keep it. So they left. So. That was their reason for leaving, supposedly. But I think they were scared shitless.
Right?
I would be.
Yeah.
I'd soil my drawers, for sure.
Yeah.
History says Vlad would thoroughly enjoy dining with the thousands of corpses there on his little battlefield.
He's just going to pull a table out there.
And that he would sop up their blood with his bread.
That seems a little extreme. I mean, it seems like unreasonable.
That's why people said he was supernatural and evil, that he wasn't just merely a man. Because he did all that, and that's where the Bram Stoker's Dracula novel was inspired from in 1897. Yep. And most people think that Vlad was born in Transylvania. He was not. I wrote that down, but I didn't bother to write down where the hell he was born at. I do think it was Wallachia. That's why I didn't write it down.
We'll put that in too.
Dracula means son of the devil. And there's said to be a curse that surrounds Vlad the Impaler's homeland. And it supposedly lasted for 6 centuries. Yeah.
That's a sticky curse. You can't get that one. Just can't shake it off.
The tale of all of Romania's misery, catastrophes, and terror is linked to Vlad and his supernatural evil, people say. Vlad lost his wife, his entire family. his title, he lost everything. And it said that he signed the curse over to his enemies when he died. And that curse was that he would return and get revenge on all those motherfuckers who had done him wrong and betrayed him.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He was feeling some kind of way, all right? He had to be, because he had how many people out here on his battlefield on pikes and shit? But he's like, you know what? That's not good enough. I'm still going to curse everybody else who has somehow hurt my feelings.
Right? And I may be wrong, but like at one point, this wasn't the first time his people had tried to betray him, because at one point I think they were saying his brother would be a better ruler than him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean so the people he ruled over were the ones trying to betray him?
Yeah.
Oh.
He joined up with these Hungarians in 1476, and it was supposed to be to his advantage, but he didn't realize that he was being ambushed.
I got
The Hungarians had betrayed him, and he ended up being attacked by the Ottoman patrol.
So the Ottomans are back.
He was decapitated, and his head was given to the Sultan of Constantinople.
Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking, literally, when was the fall of Constantinople? I cannot remember.
Constantinople. But, yeah, he said, yeah, bring me this motherfucker's head. I want it as a trophy. And supposedly he hung it on, like, the city gates once he got it.
What a lovely decoration you have there.
Vlad was 45 years old when he passed away. And his body was buried in Bucharest, is what I read, and it was in the Snagov Monastery in Romania. Bucharest, Romania.
What a cool word, Bucharest.
Bucharest. Yes, they have some really cool words. It said that Vlad was responsible for killing 80,000 people.
That's a lot.
80,000 people and impaling 20,000 of those people.
God knows he was a busy man. In less than 45 years.
Brutality was something that he really loved. Like, he loved it. To the point where historians say he even nailed the turbans onto the heads of the Muslim Ottomans that refused to remove them for religious reasons. They were diplomats. He did that too. Just nailed their turbans right to their damn skulls.
Wow.
Right?
That's extra.
Very extra. So, you know, these people, they're sitting here and he's killed and they put him in this monastery, Snagov Monastery. And, you know, they believe that he's supernatural and evil, and for some reason, it doesn't say where anywhere that I know of, they dug up his grave and there was no body in it. So to this day, there's still no clue to where his remains are.
Somebody burnt that thing to a crisp.
Yep.
I don't know, I guess bones don't burn very well, but...
No. I don't think so.
I don't know. That's disturbing.
If you go on our Instagram or our Facebook, I posted a picture today that I thought was really cool. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly or not, but it's written on there, Poneri Castle. And it's a picture of Vlad's home and the castle, and everyone wanted that fortress because it was impenetrable, because it was up high on a hill and it was hard to attack.
Good placement. So that castle still exists?
Parts of it. There was some weather incidences that occurred that took out certain parts of it. They were able to rebuild some of the walls, and I think it's a tower in another building that are still like secure. Right. And I do believe that some kind of historical society over there is in charge of its upkeep, I was reading.
Right on. They're about it, huh?
They're about it.
What if they do tours?
They better leave Dracula's castle where the fuck it is. He might come get their ass, for real. His body was not in that grave, y'all.
Some more fuck around and find out.
So here is my totally off topic, kind of off topic. It's related, but when I read it, I was mind blown. I don't know why I was so mind blown. I'm not from England, but I was mind blown. It said that Queen Elizabeth II is linked through blood by his great grandma Mary of Teck to Vlad the Impaler.
They're all related somehow. Oh, I mean, not all of them. I make it sound worse than it is.
Weren't they down with cutting off people's heads too?
Who?
Wasn't that like one of the punishments over there in England back in the day? Didn't they use like...
Beheading?
Didn't they behead people?
I'm sure.
Like put your head on a block and have the guy just chop it off, or is that just in movies?
No, well that's what Henry VIII did to Anne Boleyn and
I'm Henry VIII.
Catherine Howard.
Henry VIII. I am.
It was a couple of his wives he lobbed their heads off. Yeah, on the chopping block.
He just wanted a new wife, that motherfucker. That's a whole nother story.
That was
right.
Was that around the same time? I can't remember. 1500s, late 1400s. I cannot remember. My English history is not great.
But yeah, I tend to, if I write down too much, I lose track of my dates and all like that. That's why I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on him. But I just thought that those were some of like the highlights of this. We have some fun TikTok coming. A very fun TikTok. Just playing around, trying to give you guys a little variety.
Variety's the spice of life, baby.
Yes, we would love to hear, and hopefully some of you that are now following our Instagram, I'm super excited about that, will start commenting on things you'd like us to podcast about. Shoot us a message. One of us will get to you. We all have access to the account, so that would be good.
That, and if there's anywhere local to us that you want us to check out, we love a field trip. Let us know. We love a field trip.
A field trip. We are way overdue for a field trip.
We are. We wanted to do it the night of the full moon, which was what, the
17th,
18th, and 19th, I think, was when it was the fullest. But it also rained, and then it was cloudy after that, so we didn't have much moon. But we were supposed to go graveyarding then.
Yeah, we'd like to cover Annie Connor for you guys again. That was her name? Yeah.
There's a couple of them, actually. I think it was her and her brother, both. And we can actually do a field trip to both the place where the incident happened and the place where she rests.
Very cool.
Is that the rain? Do you hear it?
Yeah, and I just heard a Daniel laugh.
Yeah.
I heard a Daniel laugh, y'all.
It has been raining here for 2 days. I'm over it.
Part 2 of the Voodoo Doll TikTok is up.
Yes.
For anybody who enjoyed the first part and would like to see that. There's also some serial killer fun facts up there on our TikTok and Instagram. And I think we've got it set now so everything from our Instagram goes to our Facebook.
Mm-hmm. It automatically shares.
So if you don't have Instagram, you can check it out on Facebook. Thank you for listening and viewing and following our social medias and continuing to support our channel as we work out the kinks and bugs. We'd like to know where you guys are from. Hit up our Instagram. I'll do a post, a roll call. Let us know where you're from and what you'd like to hear about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does that work for tonight?
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.